Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and Randy tried to interrupt me.
I didn't know you were about to start there.
There we go. A little snapperoo.
If you've ever milked an almond or a prostate, you've come to the right podcast. Welcome, everybody.
These are my new little cigars.
Cigarillos?
No, they're cigars.
I was hoping you had dadgrass today. I wanted to try one. I've researched some.
I was about to say, I don't think I have any left.
Hold on, I'm going to run inside. Yeah. It's not dad grass.
Yeah.
It's just grass clippings.
Yeah.
Just empty the lawnmower
It's
back.
grass, and I'm a dad.
Oh, look at that. This one's already pre-punched.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, interesting. All right.
That looks like dadgrass.
It's Donkey brand.
It's good. It's this is called Kentucky Fried Cured Swamp Thing from Drew Estates. That's the name of it.
Nice.
I would buy it just for the name.
That's why I did
Yeah.
it.
The name and the look.
Yeah.
It's green.
yeah.
It's a green cigar.
It's a green leaf.
So
Fresh Cubano.
Tiny Shrek peen.
anyway, what's going on, guys? It's been a minute.
That's a literal Shrek peen if I'm
Yeah.
playing Shrek.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has been. It's been a couple weeks.
It has.
Has it really?
No.
I don't even remember anymore. Thank you.
We recorded
You're
3
welcome.
shows last week.
Yeah, we did. It's been a long week, though.
It's been a very long week.
Work-wise for me, it has been... Whew. It's been a week, man.
Yep.
But
But I have tomorrow off.
yeah, me too. I forgot
Me
about
too.
that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I got tomorrow.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day.
I got a
Martelle.
lot of shit to do tomorrow. Oh, that's good. What is that? What all is in that?
So,
Other than black walnuts,
this is
as opposed to
Virgil
white
cane
walnuts.
ginger. Calvados, which is basically the good version of Applejack. So, apple brandy.
Okay.
Black walnut bitters.
Oh, that's nice.
It's really nice.
The end. That's all it is.
I'm taking a picture, and I'll forget what you said, so I'll message you later and say, hey, what was in that?
What was in that?
So I can tell my friends.
That's super good.
That's real nice.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, this is super easy to drink.
Take the small bowl.
Even got the smoke from my pipe in there, man.
Ooh.
Instagrammable.
Maybe.
I didn't say you would. I made that whole video that one time you never used it.
Let's put this little cigarette a little. Well, I can't even take a picture, so it doesn't matter.
Here.
Camera. Anyway.
You want to take it with my phone and I'll send it to you?
No, because yours is an Android, and that's going to just make things messy.
Yeah, how great was your iPhone to get working?
Well, that's a setting I need to turn off with the new fucking update. That update shit can kiss my ass.
iPhones suck. I hate them.
You can hit them. That's fine. It's all right. We'll deal. I'll get pictures later of something.
We're dealing.
I used to work with one of those guys.
Yeah, it's called buying a car.
A
No.
dealer?
No, one of the Rikers.
Yeah, you were a driver. We know. Yeah.
Well, no, not that. That's a whole different story. That's a better story.
Yeah.
I just worked with him at Abercrombie and Fitch. Anyway, how's your guys' week been?
Busy. I just said that.
So busy.
Well,
We've been getting ready for Pumpkin
obviously.
Show and people coming over, and we decided we're moving. So there's no real master bedroom in our house.
Okay.
We just have one bathroom, so it's not like we have a master suite, right?
Okay.
Like you. We're not rich.
Yeah,
So
wait till
we're
I tell you
moving-
a story here in a minute. How fucking rich I am.
Can't wait. Hey, I love having rich people in my friends and family circle and you. So it's always good. But we're moving ourselves to Judd's room, Judd to Huck's room, and Huck to our room.
Okay.
So our house is trash right now. Like our living room's just an
Just
amalgamation.
stuff.
Yeah, it's
There's just stuff.
laundry and furniture, and there's like a path to walk through. So we started that this week, and people, we live in Pumpkin Show, and friends and family come by. So yeah, we've just been between work and that. I've just been swamped,
So
donkeyed.
I was thinking about that last week. Mike's going to be out of the country, potentially out of the galaxy, depending on where he goes and how high he gets.
Amsterdam.
Right.
Real severe drug laws where I'm going. So,
So then-
Honda 6.
yeah.
So, yeah, but Mike's going to be out. If it's going to be cold like this for Pumpkin Show, I ain't fucking sitting outside.
I knew you wouldn't, and I don't blame you. I mean, I'd be fine sitting out in jeans and a t-shirt probably, but we'll just set something on fire like a couch and sit next to it or on it.
Can we put OSU stuff on it?
Yeah, of course, you got to.
Okay. I mean, set the OSU stuff on fire.
That's fine.
Okay. And Michigan stuff. All the Big
All
Ten.
the-
All of it.
All the Big Ten. Set them
Even
all
the
on
new
fire.
teams,
Every
the
one of
4
them.
West Coasters
Fuck
joined them.
them. Who gives a shit?
Not me.
Big Ten can blow goats.
Bah.
And I was just at the fair. So,
Blowing goats.
blowing goats.
And
that's why I had to
was
get
just
this
at the fair
cigar.
blowing goats, so I wrote this joke.
Right.
I love
So-
how comedians write real life stories.
So I'm gonna paint, or I'm not gonna paint a scenario. I'm gonna put a scenario out there, and you tell me what you would do. You're at the fair,
Your mother.
okay?
I'm
Hold on.
already excited.
Yes, you're at the fair, and not just any fair, the Fairfield County Fair in Lancaster. So
He said it right.
you're standing in the middle of what is essentially a road, but people are walking up and down the road. It's inside the fairgrounds, but a car is
A
coming
wild
at
car
you.
appears.
Yeah, then a car just is like, "Rawr," and it's like, "Move, bitch!"
Is it Gary or
No.
Herbie the Love Bug?
No, it's
Ooh, Herbie. That's
it
good
was
reference.
Christine, not Carrie.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Carrie was the one who had psychic powers and killed an entire prom,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
covered in blood. Christine
Wrong
was the
80s horror movie.
Cujo was the dog.
Yeah.
He had this thing with C's.
yeah, and
Cujo and
Oh, I have a thing with C's. With C's.
yes, you do. And D's
Nuts. Yeah. Next Tuesday.
So you're standing in the middle of the road, and a guy's basically in a vehicle trying to get through. What do you do?
Step aside.
Okay, what do you do?
I mean, is it somebody that should be entering or leaving the fair?
Doesn't you don't know that. You don't know that.
I would move out of the way of the vehicle.
Okay, that's it. You don't know what their capacity is.
Right.
It's same as a Walmart parking lot. If
Okay.
I'm walking down the aisle, I walk close to the car so vehicles can go through.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Okay, all right. So
I know, right?
Yeah.
It drives me nuts. I purposely,
I will
just like
bump
I
you.
will walk 20 miles to put my cart away.
Yeah.
If that's what it takes.
Yep.
because you're not
But-
a total piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm fat, but I'm not that fat.
Right.
Like I don't have the handicap placard yet.
So I would move as well.
Uh-huh.
There's a guy standing. There's one item. I don't give a shit about the Cattleman burger, but there's one hot sausage sandwich that I have to get every year while I'm there.
You used to care about the cattleman.
It's good. I'll get it if I'm going to be at the Combine Derby or the truck and tractor pool. But today, it's all about that sausage
You want the
sandwich.
hot sausage
I want
in
that
your mouth.
fucking meat in my mouth. So we're standing there, and
12-inch kielbasa.
this guy is in the middle of the road, and there's a truck, a silver Dodge 1500, and he's trying to get by. And he's doing everything he can to try to get by this guy. And the guy's standing there with a kid, and he keeps looking over his shoulder at him and nothing. And a guy says something to him, not the guy in the truck,
Just
another guy,
like,
random
hey
dude.
man,
He's
why
like,
don't you just move out of the way so this guy can get by?
yeah, he's like, hey, he goes, do you mind stepping aside? And then one of the staffers comes up and walks up to the guy, and he's like, hey, the guy's trying to get through. Do you mind stepping away? He starts in on the guy who's like, hey, you mind stepping? He goes, who the fuck are you to tell me what you think I should fucking do? He goes, the guy's like, he works here. He's like, I don't give a fuck. He works here, and I shouldn't be fucking driving through crowds, fucking people. And the guy just looks at me. He's like, what is your problem? He goes, what the fuck you mean? He's like, you started with me, motherfucker. He goes, why don't you fucking step outside? I'm like,
You are outside.
You know, like,
hold on. A guy goes, you are outside.
that would be me.
Not the
that
guy.
Would be me.
Not either one of the two guys.
Just another guy.
Just another guy's like,
That-
you are outside.
That would be me with a
Bravo.
stick, just
Yeah,
poking the
yeah,
situation. Like,
and he was like, fuck you. He goes, you want to fucking go? And the guy's like, what's your deal?
I was about sure right over here. If you just want to
this guy
step over here, we can go.
Yeah.
I
yes,
decided
we
I
do
don't
want to go
you-
out of the way of the freaking vehicle.
Yeah.
You
And
dummy,
and-
with your kid.
And Liz, prior to all this happening, I said, that guy is I looked at Liz. I'm like, that guy's purposely standing in front of this truck, and he won't let it go, and he's going to be a dick about it. And then, boom, everything just snapped.
Happened.
And then she goes, that guy's an asshole. And I'm like,
Like, yeah, we know our own.
yeah, I picked him out. Like, douche begets douche.
Yeah.
So he just goes, and then he starts he just continues to run his mouth, like to no one. and he's holding a little girl, and he's like, "Hey, suck my dick." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay. All right. Hold on, we're in Lancaster. Never mind."
Yeah, I was about to say, you eat your mom's ass with that mouth?
It's appropriate. But 10 minutes later, we were walking through the hog farm, the hog,
Bacon
Barn.
barn.
the barn.
Bacon barn.
Yeah, and I got video of it, and I will post it on Instagram of a pig eating another pig's ass. And I'm like,
Wake
hold on.
up and smell the bacon.
Hold on.
And
This is Lancaster.
yeah, I was about to say, and there were animals there too.
Yes. It was crazy.
That was good.
And then on my way here, because this is Lancaster, there's a guy walking down the street smoking a cigarette, and he keeps like looking to the left and yelling,
Yeah.
like severe
Oh yeah.
version of Tourette's. And he's just like he'd be like, "Cocksucker!"
Yeah.
Had my window down, and he's like, "Fuck you!" And I'm like, "Oh, he's got problems."
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a
Driving to work at 4:00 in the morning on a Sunday in Lancaster can be very entertaining.
See, if I
And
was you in
also
that situation,
terrifying.
I would have been like, "Oh, he's got problems. Fuck you too.
Yeah.
well, it's like the
You
it's like,
promise?
it's like the story I told of the
It'll cost you."
the guy who was walking around literally talking into a brick. Not a cell phone, called the brick, a brick.
Not an old Motorola.
Yeah.
No. And I was just like, it's
The Zach
fitting.
Morris cell phone.
Yeah. Right.
There's a phone called the brick, and he's literally talking into a maroon brick. So, perfect. I hope he doesn't throw it at anybody. And then there was the other girl who literally fell into somebody, an imaginary person, and caught herself somehow like she was being
And
embraced.
apologized, yeah.
No, being embraced in a hug.
Yeah.
Like she was patting something on the back.
Believe there are angels among us.
Yeah,
I mean,
there
I get
was-
it's Sunday, but we don't need none of that shit up in hell.
Who caught her? Who was she hugging?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Sent down to
Probably
us
fucking Satan.
from
I saw a thing on
somewhere
Instagram.
up above.
Early this morning.
I'm glad we do video now because we
Yeah.
can see our,
Yeah.
our
early,
theatrics.
early this morning that said, when I die, I want somebody to update my Facebook status to say it's not as hot as they said it was.
I like that.
I've seen something like
yeah, I
that,
was
but I
like,
haven't seen that
oh,
one.
well, that's going in the living will. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give one person my password to just keep updating it and never
Yeah.
tell who they are.
Right.
And I've got somebody I know that would do that, would never ever tell even our other closest friends who was doing it.
I might actually follow you again if that happens.
That's fine.
That would be fantastic.
My favorite's when I see something, I'm like, oh, Martelle commented on that. I shared it 3 weeks ago.
I don't comment on things on Facebook. I just
You do sometimes.
occasionally like them.
No, you do.
Do I?
Yeah, dudes, mo's, every once in a while. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah, I like them.
that's
Mo.
fair.
I mean-
I like them too.
Mo.
Usually I just
I like
comment
them
on-
better than I like me too. It's okay.
I just usually comment on, usually it's Facebook group stuff. Different groups, like photography groups and such. How was your week, Mike?
Fucking busy.
Yeah?
So busy.
How many
Fucking tired.
How many thousands and billions of steps did you get in?
Today, I'm at 21,953.
So at least
I'm
100,000
at
steps this
7.
week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I showed up here and he came out of this shed looking like The Walking Dead. I was
Yeah.
like,
He
I
was like-
literally,
he
he
was
walked
like,
up, he
"You
walked out and
okay?"
he went, hey Randy, and I was like, are you okay, bro? Like, I didn't know if he was drunk or
No, just
dead
fucking
or
tired.
dying.
It's like I
he was
leave.
like,
I leave in like 36
tired.
hours, and I have a laundry basket with pants and like 4 shirts in it,
That's all you did.
and that's all I have ready to go.
Just
That's all
throw
you
that
need.
in the truck.
Yeah.
Good to go. Or, well, you drive a CRV, which is
Yeah,
a really crappy vehicle, but
It's
that
fine.
thing's got almost 300,000 miles on it. I disagree.
it's a Honda.
Yeah.
It's a Honda, but it's boring.
I'm at
That's-
almost
I'm
300,000
fine
on
with
my.
boring.
I mean, yeah.
All I need is to
It's-
get from point A to point B. I am not
It
running
is
races.
it is the pinnacle of drive 10 miles under the speed limit in front of you all the time. On the way out here, I was behind a CRV going 10 in a 35-mile-per-hour zone.
See, that's unacceptable. Me driving down 6th Avenue is the epitome of my like road rage because every motherfucker in Lancaster
slow.
drives 25. And when they switched the speed monitoring device that was on Kanawha and put it on 6, I rejoice. I'm like, see you motherfuckers. Now you know you're going under the fucking speed
They don't
limit.
care though. That's the problem.
Oh my God.
My only goal in life while driving is to make sure I'm at least doing the speed limit.
Oh my
Minimum.
That's
If you're going the speed limit, I
I
can
am
relax and
so
say,
excited
okay.
to be an angry old man.
Yeah.
I cannot begin
I've been
to
an
explain.
angry old man
I'm
since I was
already
16.
an angry
Yeah.
old man.
It's like if you hit the speed limit, I go acceptable.
That's fine. Right. That's
then
acceptable.
they
When
always
you're
slow back
15 to Pickaway Street in Circleville's 35. People drive 15 to 20, and it drives me up the fucking wall. It did last night. I'm heading home, and I'm
Cannot-
like, go! Like, hit the...
Just drive the speed limit. I'm not
You guys
asking
know
you.
they let off the brake and coast down this road.
I don't.
And I'm
need
like,
you
it's
to do-
one of the only roads in town that's 35 and not 25. Go!
That's
it.
That's it. I don't need you to do 45.
Sorry, did I peek there?
You're
I
you're
get
always
angry.
peaking. That's why I'm constantly adjusting your.
My apologies.
Yeah, it drives me
Sorry.
absolutely shitty. Every time we go down
fix
6 and I'm driving with my wife, she just
I couldn't live. I don't know how you guys live
staring
here.
at you.
yeah.
You live in a great neighborhood. You live outside of town, but Lancaster itself is too big for me.
I
don't want to live in Circleville. I want to be out. Like my boss recently went to Idaho. He stayed at a hotel, but he was like going to all the like army bases we have out there, and they're like far out drives. And he's showing me all these like, he's like, yeah, I pulled over and took the shot. And it's Snake Canyon, so it's like this gorge with a river. It's just beautiful. I'm like, I didn't know it before, but I want to move to Idaho. I forgot Idaho was a state. It's like Rhode Island. I forget it exists.
No, Rhode Island is just a.
But Idaho
it's not
is
that
beautiful.
Rhode Island
Idaho-
isn't really a state. It's
Idaho,
more like
southern
it's a,
Idaho.
It's a big
pimple-
suburb
It's a
of
pimple on
Boston.
Connecticut's ass.
Yeah, it's a big suburb of Boston.
So Idaho's like southern is like plains, like Wyoming. But you get up north and it's all mountainous. Like, it's like Colorado or
Yeah.
something. Like, I could live in that state. I'd
You
be
could.
fine there. And it'd be too cold for you, but
Oh,
for
yeah.
me, I was just like, that's beautiful. Like,
At this point,
Can I
I think
live there?
Tennessee is about as north as I want to be right now.
I love Tennessee.
Tennessee?
That'd be one of my go-to
I can't
states.
help it. Sorry. Every time.
Tennessee.
Are you from
Tennessee?
Nashville? Because you're the only 10 I see.
Oh God.
Oh, well, if you want, you can buy my house.
Did you fall from the sky? Because your face is busted.
I would love to buy your house. Not for what you need out of it, though.
Yeah,
how's
give you a
how's
tree
that
fitting.
going?
well, I'm getting there.
Shows how rich you're.
Yeah,
Did
I
you-
figured you were.
Let's
You-
get into it.
You,
Come on.
You foreshadowed.
Come on,
So-
Richie Rich, Mr. Blank Check.
So Friday, house came on the market. We knew it was coming. Well, no, we didn't know it was coming. I take it back.
Wiped it off. And
That's what my wife said on our wedding night.
Thursday.
Didn't know that was coming. And I said, me neither.
Yeah, when nothing happened.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Came on the market, and no, I can't go to Kroger anymore.
Yeah. So let me jump. I'll jump back. Thursday. Thursday.
Oh, that hit me so hard. I don't know why. That's what she said.
We went
Okay,
to look at a
sorry.
house on Thursday, and it was a ranch, like 2,200.
Like the dressing.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say, which is
Like-
the most Midwest thing ever.
2,200 square foot house.
Or Arizona.
Yeah.
I found out in Arizona, 2 floors, no bueno.
No.
Right by the border, they're like, no, too hot.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. 2,200 square foot ranch.
Okay. Brand new build. They wanted $675,000 for this house
With 300 acres?
with 5 acres,
Oh.
and
2,200 square foot ranch is a good sized ranch.
it's a big house.
That's a decent, yeah, that's
That's
a
what my
decent
parents
size
have.
range.
With
I was
that-
about to
so
say,
I
5
know-
acres is not bad at all.
No.
They have 8 acres, 22,
Yep.
Yep.
give or take.
Unfinished
Little
basement, so blank canvas
I was about
essentially.
to say, so it's not included in the square footage.
Not included in square footage. Well,
how-
a finished basement, even still, should not be included in square footage, unless it has a walkout. I don't even egress. Fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Unless
No,
it has a
agree.
walkout,
I agree.
because there's no. I mean, yes, an egress is there to get out of the basement, but it is not a physical door to walk out
It's,
Right.
Oh,
to
shit,
the
there's
open
a fire.
space. Yes.
I want to live.
So I'm like, I told Liz, I'm like, what do you think? She's like, I don't. It's beautiful house, beautiful.
Well, it's brand new, so theoretically, everything's put together
Yeah,
well.
we found some issues with it, just eyeballing it, and I'm like, So we're like, no, we're not doing this. Friday, we're sitting there, house comes up. We get a hold of our realtor. I'm like, let's go. And when can we see it? And she's like, well, we can't see it till about 5:30 this evening. I'm like, they can't do any sooner than that. She's like, no. I said, she goes, then it was 5. I'm like, okay, 5's fine. And then she comes back like an hour later, and she's like, 4:15.
See you there.
I'm like, we'll be there. Get it. Book it. Let's go. 4:15. I said, Lexi has a football game. She's got to be over at the school at 5:30. This is perfect. So we'll go 4:15. We'll just go spend an hour at the house and then go straight to the stadium. We're good. So we walk through the house. It's beautiful. Beautiful house. A lot of stuff's been redone, repainted, fixed. So everything, their whole scheme in the house is black and white. It's like white walls, white banister, black bolsters in the banisters.
Yeah.
White trim throughout the entire house. The whole theme of the house. The carpet's gray.
Very
I was about to say, yeah.
It's very.
You're living in Pleasantville before they start having sex.
It's right on par with what I want.
Yeah, right.
It's right where I want it. Black cabinet or white cabinets, black countertop.
See, I'm fine with that.
I know it's everything that I want. The only thing
segregation
that I didn't like when we were walking through it was the mismatched appliances drive me up a fucking wall. When you have an LG fridge, a Maytag dishwasher, a Frigidaire oven system, because it's got the dual ovens in the wall, Frigidaire oven, a General Electric fucking drop-in electric stovetop, and an LG microwave, I'm like, what fucking psychopath put this shit together?
Were they at least like similar colors though?
That's all
like
stainless steel, but the problem is with
at least there's
the problem with stainless steel is from manufacturer to manufacturer is they vary just enough.
Yeah. Grain. Yes.
See,
whatever.
I'm the guy that goes, does my microwave work? Yes. Does my fridge work? Yes.
I'm that guy
That's
too.
how I am with cars.
I'm like, fuck.
Does it get me to work safely? Cool. Like someday,
kind of like that.
Someday I would like to own like my car, but for
like me, I have my classic car, and then I just have my work truck.
At some point,
whatever they give
I
me, I'll
will
drive.
own a car
Right.
that I can like play with.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, all I'm trying to do is get to work.
And that's
go to the
me
grocery
right now.
store.
Like I don't need anything
CRVs
else.
are great for going to the grocery
Yeah.
store. 15 mile an hour under the speed limit.
Not me.
So
Well, yeah. Yours goes 0 to 60 sometimes.
Yeah. 0 to 60 eventually.
It'll get there.
Yeah.
So we like the house. Well, we go down to the basement. There's one photo of the basement on the listing. And it's just
Top of the stairs. Like
nope, framed up walls from an obscure corner. So you don't know where the fuck is this at?
Yeah.
And it's just one, but the entire basement is framed. It's not drywalled.
That's what frame means.
It's just framed.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying there's not like a room that's
Like Roger
drywalled.
Rabbit. Gotcha.
It's just framed. Yes.
Who did that, by the way? We never found out.
Maybe it was the judge,
Oh, yeah.
Christopher Lloyd.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
I actually,
Doc Brown.
Yeah. So
the
we go
irony.
through the rest of the house. It's a 4-bedroom. Each bedroom has its own. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
he's been on
That's
the show
GW.
before
Yeah.
you joined. Yeah.
Yeah. So each bedroom, for the most part, has its own bathroom. The master bathroom the bedroom has its own. One of the rooms upstairs has its own bathroom, full bath.
That's
And
nice.
then the other 2 bedrooms upstairs share a bathroom, a Jack and Jill style bathroom. So there's no entrance other than going into
Right.
it. So we're like, all right, we like it. I don't really like the price.
Right.
We'll put an offer in. So we put in an offer. The price is $699,900.
Nope, don't like that.
Goddamn.
I don't like that price at all. But you're not going to find in BC
The things.
what you want.
Right.
It's right next door to the house that we missed out on in June.
Oh, okay.
Literally next door.
You talked about that one.
Yep.
Back then, you said it was going to be becoming available. So that's
Yes.
that one. Okay.
So the house that we lost in June is next door. That house went for $755.
oh my
Now,
gosh.
here's my this was our thinking behind it. That house was full finished basement, had a pool, had a hot tub, completely landscaped all the way around.
Right.
Beautiful house. We didn't actually go in it, but we got a video tour from our realtor who walked through the house on FaceTime with us. So we
You have an idea.
We had an idea. This house, the basement's not finished, no pool, no hot tub, no rear landscaping outside. Just they put up this fence, which I don't mind the fence. It's not my style of fence, but it's a fence.
Yeah.
Whatever. They put in they fenced off a portion of the backyard.
It's not offensive.
Yeah. So we put in an offer. And I like to use escalation clauses because escalation clauses protect me as the buyer and force the seller to show their hand.
Yeah.
Plus, it's like eBay. You say, here's my bid, here's my max bid.
Yeah.
So we did that. And they countered within 3 hours. So we were the only bid.
Reasonable?
Yeah, reasonable.
Okay.
We countered, so I was like, all right, cool. They countered within 3 hours, reasonable. But the counter, so we put in $675 as our starting bid, up to $715.
Okay.
So they knew what our max bid was. So there's that. Yeah, I sabotaged that for you. So they knew what our max bid would be because they see that as part of the contract. They countered with the asking price, so they didn't inflate it. They didn't come under. And there was like another thing, like $1,000 check that if things fall through because of us, we owe them $1,000. I can't remember what it's called. It's like a good faith thing.
Right.
Which I'm fine. Okay, I know $1,000 is a lot of money, but I'm fine losing $1,000 if I have to cancel this versus the one company, the one house wanting $10,000 for good faith. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good losing $1,000.
Yeah.
House owning is good. I like renting right now in this market. I like that if something happens, I call my landlord and goes, hey, this $7,000 fix needs done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does it. Like, he takes care of us. We take care. Like, I've updated the house while I've been there, like lighting fixtures and outlets and things. We've got a good relationship. I know the guy. He's the father-in-law of one of my best friends.
Right.
But at this point, like, right when the pandemic hit was when Beth and I were looking to build on my parents' property. Dad was going to sell us an acre or buy. Right now, though, I'm just like, it's not... I'm not okay with losing $1,000. I'm not rich though.
The only thing with renting is you have nothing. I mean, you have
equity.
Nothing to show and no equity for anything.
Right.
No equity.
Which in today's market makes it very hard to buy a house. Like we couldn't
exactly.
So
had I known this was going to happen, we would have bought a house in 2018.
Am I paying $700,000 for a house? Yes. Am I actually paying $700,000 for a house?
No. Because once
my house sells,
exactly,
I'm not paying $700,000 for a house. But so here's the shitty thing.
There's some balance, right?
Here's the real shitty thing that wasn't disclosed until after the agreement.
Bum bum bum.
And I am not happy about this. So we close on the 31st. Great. We can't take possession of the house until November 21st.
What's with the...
Because they need to close before they close on their next house to get the money to close on their next house.
So they're using their house to float them
essentially
to the next.
Yes. Yeah. So, which I'm not thrilled about because when we close, that's when my mortgage kicks in. Now I'm going to throw you out a scenario that is going to blow your mind to go and be like, fuck, you are rich. I am not. But the house is $700,000.
Uh-huh.
Let's just say, for the sake of easy math, I owe $200,000 on my house.
Okay.
With the way that my mortgage is going.
All right.
When I close on the 31st, the bank goes, you owe $200,000 on your house. Paid. You now have a $900,000 mortgage.
Combining the two.
Combining the $700 plus the $200 because I still own the other house.
Right.
You're in $1 million house in Ohio. How's that make you feel?
Makes me feel fucking rich.
Yeah, it does. That's how rich
Big
people
Paul
feel.
and Shot Calling.
Yeah. So
Jeffrey Epstein had $1 million house in Ohio too.
Yeah. It was Leslie whatever.
Les
Wexner's.
But when I sell the house, so when I sell our house, the bank immediately takes that $200,000 and I'm left with after
the remainder.
Agents fees and all the other shit. I'm left with a remainder that I can apply towards the house. So again, am I paying $700,000? Not necessarily.
Not really.
But for 2 months, I might be making for the first 2-month payment because that's the other thing. When I close on the house, that's when the mortgage kicks in. I have 30 days from closing to the next month where I don't have to make a payment.
Right. Which is
I'm almost certain.
like 20 days?
It should be 60 days. I'm almost sure that it should be 60 days, but I was told 30 days. So I have 10 days to make sure the house is painted inside because we have rooms we need to paint. We don't need to. We want to make it more appealing. Paint these rooms.
Black and white.
Get the carpets, we're having all the carpets scrubbed just because it's 15 years worth and I'm not replacing the fucking carpets.
No.
Scrub them. You want them replaced.
I was about to say cheaper
to
to clean than to replace.
So get the carpet scrubbed, get the shit repainted, put up I've already got new cabinet doors. I bought them in June. Put up the new cabinet doors because our cabinet doors are, the bases are fine. The cabinet doors are beat to shit.
But life.
15 years of cabinet doors. So get the cabinet doors done. Everything else I've had done that needs to be done at this point to get the house fixed. I have 10 days to get the house on the market and get it sold before our house payment kicks in. Right?
I'm putting in an offer. I'll take it.
It'll be, we're really hoping for kind of the same scenario that we got. The house goes up, we get an offer or multiple offers, and
above
the six, we're probably going to list the house for 600.
Yeah,
I mean I think that's what the realtor's going to go at. Probably going to list
in this market. That's a good price for what you got.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
so.
With the pool, because
land.
here's the thing: you don't have to disclose the dickhead neighbor.
Oh, I'm not going to. No one's died in the house.
Yeah, right.
So
Right.
That's a plus.
Well, I mean, a couple cats have died, but
Yet.
Unless you know, maybe some people
there's
like
still
haunted
time.
houses. Look at Amityville. That house sells for way more than it should, and it's not even a real haunted house.
right.
It's just
a house in Ohio.
Amityville?
Yeah.
That's New York.
No, I know the house is in Ohio.
Oh, okay. Your house. Yeah.
No, not my house. The Amityville house, I believe, it is in
No,
Ohio.
it's in New York.
I'm pretty sure there was one in Ohio.
No, it's definitely. It's still there. The one the movie's named after. Ed and Lorraine.
I don't believe you. I'm going to stick with my. My story. I'm sticking to.
Okay. You've definitely been right about this stuff before.
Yeah, I know.
Ed and Lorraine are.
I don't have a phone, so I can't check.
Hi, phone.
Perfect.
You can't prove me wrong.
Winning.
Anyway, we're getting a new house. We're moving. The first thing that we're doing is finishing out the basement.
So, where are you moving?
We're staying in Carroll.
Okay.
It's not.
I was
It's
curious.
not South Carolina.
You're kind of right around the corner.
Yeah.
If
I recall.
The house is no. The house
not
is
the neighborhood?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Different neighborhood. There were 4 neighborhoods we were looking at.
Is it closer to me or further than me?
It's further.
Wait. Closer.
Closer to you.
Okay.
It's on this side of 33.
Okay.
No, that's not bad. If I drive the Mac Shack, I can drive there if I have to. Then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the other side of Carroll. So I live on the west side of Carroll. It's on the east side.
East side.
I'm back to the east side again. Thank God.
West side, best side.
Nah.
Yeah.
West side's trash.
Exactly. That's where I grew up. West side of Columbus.
So
In West Columbus, born and raised.
I'm looking forward to it. The first thing we're gonna do is get the basement finished out. That way,
With a studio.
yeah,
A smoke ventilation system.
there probably won't be that, but
There should be.
there should be, but there probably won't
If
be.
I build a house, eventually someday I will have a place like this with a full professional. Like when you go to the governor's house in Westerville, you walk in, people are smoking cigars and pipes all day long, and you don't smell any of it. And I'm like, that's
But those
what I want.
systems are thousands
Those
and thousands
systems
and
are
thousands
so
of dollars.
expensive.
No, for one that would work this room is like $3,000.
That's thousands and thousands and
And
thousands.
thousands. That's
said
legitimately
literally-
exactly what he just
You're
said.
talking $1 million home, and you're
I didn't say I could afford $1 million home.
you're
there's
pissing
gonna
over
be-
$3,000.
Like I was looking
How much
into
was
just
your
buying
pool?
like
The pool is way too much.
a dedicated
Like
air conditioning unit
fan?
for this, and I was like, I'm not spending $1,500.
Oh no!
You know
I want
what?
I want it for this. Maybe a split system.
Yeah,
maybe.
no,
No,
like,
but-
that's
So-
fine.
With this
You've even
new
got
house,
another window if you want to crank it up.
Yeah.
Put
with
another one in.
with this new house, depending on what happens, I may have an air conditioning unit I will bring to you
Great.
because we use it right now. We didn't use it this summer.
And I've got an HVAC tech that can install it for pennies.
Yeah,
There we go.
Just plug it into the wall.
Oh well, if that's what it is, yes. it would be really cheap.
Yeah.
I have
He
a
lives in Lancaster too,
Yeah.
so
I have a unit that's it's on wheels. It's like a roll around unit.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
That
window,
one, yes.
yeah.
It's a window unit, but it's
Yeah, it
away.
just vents,
It
yeah.
just vents out. We'll see how next summer goes.
I was about to say, I gave great thought at one point to buying a urinal
Oh, that'd be awesome. But you
and
could
just
drill a hole
putting
in the
it
wall.
over here, and it's just drilling a
Yeah.
hole in the wall.
That'd be fine.
And put like a Glade plug in.
But there's a knockout in the basement, like in the foundation under the dining room, or what is the dining area.
I just pictured you having that urinal there and us having the camera just getting up in the middle.
They
of
did
the
it on the
podcast.
Man Show.
Did they?
Yeah.
I
At
don't
one point,
remember
yeah,
that.
they had a urinal on stage, and they
All I remember is Adam Carolla for years having the Man Show with girls on trampolines.
Yeah.
And then coming out like, we need to respect women. And I'm like, motherfucker, you built a career.
well,
Yeah, slow motion videos of girls in short skirts jumping on a trampoline.
when Rogan and they still had, it wasn't the same, but they still had girls on trampolines.
Yep.
But no, there's a knockout that I want to build a hidden room in.
Well, now you told everybody it's not so hidden.
Well, it's on the fucking paperwork that
Yeah.
the knockout exists there.
That's what everybody does that breaks into your house. Huh, I have the blueprints. This is
Yeah.
convenient.
Yeah, they're on. Actually, the blueprints are in the listing on the photo for the listing.
I'm going to go home and Google.
I'll give it to you. I'll show you after we record. I'm not giving out my new address. I'll give out my old one after the fact.
Buy this house. If you're watching
no.
on YouTube,
Like,
buy
fuck with this
Martelle's
neighbor.
house. Right.
Yeah. Well, his address is.
Yeah, we can start that now.
Yeah.
No, we ain't starting that now because then it gives away my address. I don't want my address out
You
there.
didn't say which side you lived
Doesn't
on.
matter.
One or
It's the
other.
one with the pool.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Quit giving it away, Mike.
Well, he has a pool too now.
The neighbor
Yeah.
does?
Yes, he has an above
In-ground?
ground.
I was about to say, no way he has a fucking in-ground
His
pool.
white trash ass put
Yeah.
a fucking above ground, and
He's
you
from
should.
Obetz. He does
Yeah.
not have an in-ground pool.
Obetz and Thornsville. He's
Oh.
He's so white trash it makes me cringe.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
so.
He's been to the gathering of the Juggalos.
I can't wait. My anxiety about the
That
unhappy.
man has Fago in his fucking fridge.
I'm sure he does.
That's
He's
the
probably
funniest-
he probably
He's
is a
been to the Gathering
juggalo.
of the Juggalos is one of the best insults I'm ever going to steal. I'm going to use that against somebody someday and not tell them that it wasn't my idea.
Well, I will say my anxiety of having to live next to him is fucking gone now.
Whoop.
Like he can come out and yell at me for whatever, and I'll be like, okay. Well, that's what I do anyway. But I'm just like, now it's just gonna be like,
I'm rich enough. I ain't got to put up with
I ain't
this.
gotta fucking put up with your shit anymore. Fuck you. So Friday I started closing down the pool, and
Why? It's
Did he,
so nice.
did he put his Klieg lights up again?
no. But I was closing down the pool Friday, and I'm out there and I'm working on stuff, and I was waiting for him to come out and tell me I was doing it wrong, or yell at me for closing my pool, and I would have just been like, "Can you mind your own fucking business, please?"
Yeah.
He never fucking came out.
If
I
he
was
ever says
disappointed.
anything, just be like, I can take out your entire pool with a crossbow.
Yeah.
It's like, I can
can-
I have
literally
a,
destroy
I
your
have
pool.
a pocket knife.
I got a pump action pellet gun that can
Yeah.
fucking ruin you.
My kid can destroy your pool.
Yeah.
My youngest kid.
Well, Harley
I
almost.
have a slingshot
No.
that can ruin your pool.
See this little dog? It could bite a
Yeah.
hole in your pool.
Harley, God love her, she was out, so she's taking up golf. And she was out. I was out there with her, and she's out hitting golf balls, and she smacked one so fucking far that I thought it went into their yard and was by their pool. And I'm like, we ain't getting that one back. It's like trying to go over the fence in fucking Sandlot. Shit just lives there now.
Martelle's gets out his old 80s erector set, brush the dust off.
Lincoln. No, I
Catapult.
didn't have an erector set. I had constructs.
Were you about
Yeah,
to say
it was
Lincoln Logs?
constructs.
I had
Yeah,
constructs.
that you made ninja stars out of.
Yes, and that's the only thing they were good for, except they look like swastikas.
Yeah. Well,
And-
we know that now.
Yeah.
At the time, we're like, Ninja Stars.
Ninja what?
And now we're like, ooh.
Now we're like Ninja Stars.
But I was going to say yes, or my Lincoln Log set.
Yep.
Oh man, that was a great joke. Dude,
But yeah, but my anxiety about living next to him, like he walked out today, and I was looking out the window and using him like, fuck that
asshole.
guy,
We're
that
like,
fucking guy.
We're like,
Now today I was just like, I was standing in the kitchen, I looked outside, and I'm like, sayonara, bitch.
Speaking of really crass jokes, I've been watching way too much Kill Tony. I've been catching up on 10 years of Kill Tony, right? Mm-hmm. And if you guys don't know, Kill Tony is a podcast they do live, and
It's great.
they hold no. Oh, it's fantastic.
Fucking great.
it's great.
But
also
they-
horrible,
they-
but great.
But horrible
It is-
in the way that comedy should be.
Yep.
That
In the way the show is.
there are no rules. So last night, a buddy texted me a picture of him by a pool. He's out in Nevada, Mesquite, Nevada, with Andy Katzenmoyer.
Oh, it's J.O.?
No, Jason.
Yeah, so I said, what's his initials?
J.O.
Yeah.
That's what he just said. J.O.
I thought it
J.O..
said J.L.
No,
Oh, yeah.
J.O.
Jesus Christ, you can't fucking hear. First
Jerk
you
off.
heard
Well, he heard the first one too.
15.
No, J.O.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he said 20 milligrams and 7%. How's Columbus? And GW says it's cold. So I replied, happy for you. Enjoy. Looks like a great trip. I'm not in Columbus, so I don't know. And then I replied to GW saying it's cold is saying pussy. Jason said in my reply to, or GW's reply to it's cold, not here. I said, it's not cold here either unless you have a mangina between your legs.
It's cold here.
To which GW said, I have less insulation than some people, so fair fat joke.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I respected it.
Yep.
And I put, so you're a pussy. My buddy Matt's in far better shape than all of us with basically no insulation. He isn't a pussy. You should try not being a pussy too.
Pushy.
A pushy. It's like a plush pussy.
Don't be a pushy.
So GW said, just saying, okay. And I said, just
Cushion
looked
for
it
the
up.
pushing.
Mesquite, Nevada, 96 degrees. Fuck that.
Nope, I'm in.
And Otero said, it's a dry
My
heat.
sweat is sweating in 96 degrees.
He said it's a dry heat. Feels like 80. And GW said, which is also too hot. I'm getting there. I said, GW's a pussy both ways. I'm just a pussy when it's above 74. And then I said another one saying, in quotes, I can't breathe. And I quoted as George Floyd and me when it's 96 degrees.
Wow.
Oh.
Now,
Tell me that's not a good Kill Tony style
That's a
joke.
Kill
that,
Tony.
so
Tell me that's not a good joke, though.
That's-
no. So on top of stepping on that,
I put shit, that's comedy gold. I need to write that one down.
I saw an Instagram reel the other day of a kid. They had to do famous black quotes,
I can't breathe.
and he used they had to provide like I don't know 10, I don't know, but he hit the space bar, and it came up with George Floyd's face, and it said "I can't breathe, George Floyd," and they had to read them out loud, and everybody in class was like no, boo! And it's a white kid
Oh,
in a class primarily of black kids, and he's like George Floyd, and the teacher's like, everybody's like, oh, no, she's like, calm down, kid. Hey, keep it down. He's like, I can't breathe, George Floyd, and everyone's like, duh! And she's like, God, kids, yeah, and then it cuts. I was just like, he's dead.
Yeah, I was about to say
He's
that,
fucking dead.
That kid's not alive.
No, he is dead. He got out he got out of that class, and they
Like
lynched
in
him.
a body bag.
I hope that some black kid was like, dude, that was fucking hilarious and stood up for him.
There should be a black kid in there that does that.
You know what? I wish that DeMac was here right now. That's the only thing I would like more about this conversation.
Yeah,
Sweet baby Jesus.
Or DJ. Or both.
both DJs, the black one and the white one.
Yeah, we've never had black DJ on. We should have black and white DJ on here.
Well, they're both black and white.
Yeah,
I mean,
kind of. It doesn't matter if you're black or
they were.
white.
That is literally what Michael Jackson was singing about.
Yeah.
Both of them.
DJ. DJ, which one? Yes.
Yes.
But it's
No.
like I've just gotten the point where I've stopped. I've started caring less about what I share on Facebook and what I say in the vein of comedy. If you can't laugh at it,
We've talked about this in ad nauseum.
we talk a lot about the same shit every week.
Well, pretty much. So,
We've talked about you and your housing market for 7
yeah,
months.
but
this
now
time-
it's different.
I was about to say, no, now we have to figure out something else to talk about.
Yeah, now we're running out of shit to
Once
talk
he
about.
moves, yeah, I recently saw a quote from Charlie Chaplin, which is funny because it has a picture and he's got what is known as the Hitler stash. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Charlie Chaplin
Yeah.
said that, and I'm like, when I saw that, I went, that's what I've been trying to say my
Yeah.
entire life.
Yep.
It's like the joke I made with 50% of my kids living and 50% dying. Like,
Yeah.
it hurts, but if I can't play with it, it's just going to kill me.
Yeah.
It will destroy me. So it's like,
I
If you shake it more than 3 times, you're just playing with it.
exactly.
Bloodhound Gang.
For reference.
I haven't listened to them in forever.
I love them.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna have to pull
Is
them
that
up
the
on
same cigar
Spotify
you had last
Yep.
week?
Yep.
Is it stale?
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you smoking it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I did the same
I'm
thing.
not proud.
Once. I wouldn't do it again.
No.
I actually took a burnt cigar and put it back in my humidor. Don't ever fucking do that. You want to ruin a humidor?
Yeah, we talked about that one.
We did.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
That was before you became
Yeah.
a regular. Yeah.
I fixed it. I had to sand the shit out of the inside of that humidor. And I ended up buying another one, and the other one was fucked up when I got it, so I had to send it back. But
He would have had it done sooner, but he was too busy sanding his penis instead. 1,000 grit.
That's,
It's the friction.
endurance. If I can stand this, I can stand anything.
I polished it
Yeah.
to a shine.
rock blanket.
No. Scab is not shiny. That's just blood.
I
Blood-
said,
blood shiny?
Blood
Yeah,
shiny.
Yeah.
Pick the
It
scab.
depends on the lighting.
Yeah.
Pick the scab.
Pick the pick the scab, let the pus run.
That's right.
Oh.
That's an old sandpaper Sally
punchline.
joke.
No, it's an old lady joke.
Yeah. Well, we always use the name Sandpaper Sally. I don't remember the whole joke, but it was something about Sandpaper Sally.
Yeah,
You
just pick the scab,
Oh,
let
that's
the pus run.
that's the whole joke. That is the joke of the whole.
All right, so we're
That's a good episode.
45 minutes.
That's good enough.
That's good enough.
That's good for one.
Close
This-
enough.
Little Kentucky,
enough.
whatever it's called. What's
I
it
got
called?
you.
Brew.
Kentucky Fried
Chicken.
Kentucky Fire Cured Swamp Thing, whatever the hell it was, is not bad from Drew Estates.
I like Drew Estates.
I like I brought I went and bought the Man of War version too today. These are what I smoked on the golf outing. I like these much better. These aren't bad. But Man
But
of War
this is better.
so much better. They're just like coffee and chocolate. This one's
Sounds
like
great.
I've never had any of those.
Well, I hadn't.
I'm gonna have to
so
look
I'm
in.
gonna- yeah, I'm gonna have to
I'll
try
look into
those.
those.
I hadn't until the first golf outing a couple weeks ago. They come in a tin of 10 for $17.
Can't be.
And for what it costs to buy one cigar for $10,
I,
and I can get
spending 7 to 10 on a decent
Yeah.
cigar usually.
yeah. So
Or more.
I'm like, and for short shit, perfect. Like if you just
Yep.
want to have like a quick smoke,
That's great.
they're
That's what I call my
great.
wife. Short shit. She doesn't listen, so I can say that.
Bravo.
All right.
Bold.
Well, hey,
Bold.
check us out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Insta Google Tubestagram.
X.
Yeah, and well, no, I deleted X off the iPad. And that was the one who was logged into the account for this because I don't fuck it, whatever. All right, Martelle, Randy, and Mike, we're out.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Deuces.